Hey everyone, Metagross Freak here with a very different video for Steven Universe. Now this comes from page 19 of the new Steven Universe and the Crystal Gems book. Now I realize that it's possible for books to have typos and such, or to maybe even have possible non-canon information, but this comes from the Steven Universe group and it has a lot of the Crewniverse, and it has a lot of really interesting information in it, especially regarding the possibility of Rose appearing in this show. Now, this is a discussion on Steven being a gem, or his biology as a gem. Pearl says, "A gem is their gem. Our physical forms generate from our gems. All the information that makes us who we are is sourced in the gem itself. That we already knew." To give that information to a human child, Rose Quartz was able to integrate her information with the DNA of Greg Universe by dissipating her physical form to allow all the gem's information to become half of Steven's self. This we also kind of knew, but it makes it sound like, because we already knew that Rose had to give up her physical form to create Steven, or at least to give birth to Steven. However, it makes it sound like instead of just giving up her physical form and retreating to the gem to give birth to Steven, it makes it sound more like Rose had to basically destroy herself to create Steven, which is followed up by what Garnet says. Not unlike a fusion, Rose disappeared to create an entirely new being, with all of herself integrated into half of his self. Steven is, in essence, a fusion of love, like me, Garnet. And Amethyst says, and an earthling like me, and one of a kind like Rose Quartz. So, while it is possible that this information may not be 100% accurate or may be updated at a later time in the show, based on this page alone, there's a popular fan theory that if Steven were ever to die or to be poofed, he would be poofed and Rose Quartz would come out of the gem, or possibly that Steven would regenerate. And based on this page, it sounds more like if something were to happen to Steven, either he would split into, since they're comparing him to a fusion, it's possible that Rose Quartz could come back, but Steven would be human. Or it's possible that Steven would die, and Rose Quartz could regenerate from the gem. None of this is confirmed, but we know for sure that Rose is basically that Rose isn't just living in the gem watching Steven. It basically is that Steven is Rose, but also a little bit of Greg. Nothing, nothing too crazy, but it's definitely interesting to see, basically from the mouths of the creators of the show. I don't know exactly which writer wrote this specific page because I don't have the book, but it sounds like from the mouth of the Crewniverse that Steven is Rose, and that should something to happen to him, either Steven would regenerate, or possibly that they could split if it is true that Steven is a fusion. So, I don't know, something interesting to think about. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next time, I'm Metagross Freak, and have a great one.